8 signs of a narcissistic friend. Somebody's narcissistic partner is somebody else's narcissistic parent, narcissistic child, narcissistic boss, narcissistic co-worker, narcissistic family member, narcissistic friend. So this video is 8 signs of a narcissistic friend, and they can be behaviours that a narcissist will display in any form of relationship, as it's down to the criteria of the disorder itself. It's who they are. They only treat people well to sell people an illusion of who they can be, to gain enablers, to gain flying monkeys, and to gain supporters, to sell people an illusion so that that individual narcissist can get their needs met. And one of the first signs that your friend might be narcissistic is they are envious of you from afar. They are envious of others from afar. So you might have heard them speak about other couples in a negative light because they're single, or because they haven't had a very good track record of dating, or they might be jumping from one relationship to the next. However, for whatever reason, they might talk badly about other couples. They might talk badly about other people's livelihoods. They will be very critical and judgmental of other people because they're too busy sticking their nose in other people's business rather than taking care of their own. However, that couple that they were once seemingly envious of, but they did it in a way of tearing that other couple down, blaming that other couple, shaming that other couple, accusing that other couple of doing things untoward to get people to dislike that couple. As soon as that couple breaks up, the narcissist might swoop in there and be there for one of the people within that couple. Be it one where they're trying to get in a relationship with the person because they were envious that the other person was in a relationship with that person, so they're going to swoop in to try and get into a relationship with that person, or they're going to swoop in to try and create that friendship with the other person. And when they're swooping in to try and create a friendship with that other person, they're looking to gloat in other people's misery while selling an illusion that they are being really kind and helpful and being there for that person and helping that person out and supporting that person when they're getting a kick out of the other person's pain. If they weren't there for that person during the relationship, and if they talk negatively of that person, if they gave that person backhanded compliments, if they gossiped about that person behind that person's back, they do not care about that person. They care about exploiting that person's emotions for their own gains. And then once they've got into a friendship with you or with that person, they will no longer talk with you. They will no longer communicate with you. They will no longer discuss your problems, your issues. To them, they're your difficulties. However, they will happily talk about themselves. They will happily talk about their issues. They will happily talk about their woes. They will happily try to extract sympathy from you so that you're the one then that's helping them out, and you almost feel obligated into being there for them because they were there for you, not recognising the reason why they were there for you was so that they could enjoy your pain and they could exploit you, because now they're going to expect you to be there for them. No matter what's going on in your life, they're going to expect you to drop everything to be there for them. However, they're not going to be there for you. There's a big difference between empathizing with someone else's pain, someone else's struggles, someone else's problems, someone else's issues, and sharing like-minded experiences and helping people through. Whereas a narcissistic person will use somebody else's pain as an excuse to explain why that narcissist has had it far worse. Those backhanded compliments where they're going to turn around and claim, wow, never expected you to be able to do that. You look so much better today than you did yesterday. Or your hair suits you far better now than what it used to. They're going to go all out to tease you and then claim that you can't take a joke. They might mock you. They will get to know your insecurities, and then they're going to use those to have a subtle dig with you when you're in a friendship group or somebody's party or some form of event. They're going to use those to chip away at you. They know exactly what they're doing to you. They're toying with your emotions. And when you emotionally react, they're going to act all smug and claim that you're the one that can't take a joke. They're going to make you out to be emotionally unstable in front of others so that they can put you down to others. They're often around for you when they need something from you, and then when you need them, they disappear on you. Unless you needing them can make them look good, such as they will sink you for depression, and then they will take you to the doctors to get you on antidepressants and claim how wonderful they're being at helping you out. They will help you through the court process of a divorce just so that they can use that gratitude you're going to feel towards them against you, just so that they can make out to those friends around you how helpful and how loving and kind and supportive they are as a person, when what they're doing is getting pleasure out of your pain, learning about your insecurities to use those insecurities against you. Narcissistic friends, narcissistic people in general, will borrow your things and then they will fail to return them. They will claim that you gave them to them, or they will return them damaged and just shrug the shoulders and not be bothered. They can ignore you for months or years at a time. And this isn't a friendship where two people are friends and then life gets in the way and every now and again they come together and communicate and catch up and have a good time, and then life gets in the way and it might be a couple of months before they meet up again. This is a friendship where the narcissist will phone you when they need something fixing, when they need help with something, when they need a reference. At all the times they completely ignore you. They might not even ask how you are. And if you aren't available to help them, they might then fall silent on you. And that is a big red flag in itself, that we should respect their silence and leave them to it. Narcissistic people don't see themselves as the problem, so they'll probably come back a bit later down the line and ask for another favour. They're always asking for favours of you, but they're unwilling to do favours for you. They'll always put it off. They might promise to do something, but they'll fail to deliver. That future faking, where they cancel plans on you, where they will promise you something in the future to get their needs met in the present, and then once their needs have been met, they forget about that promise they once made to you, and they find ways to get out of doing that thing that they said they would do with you or do for you. They exclude you. They forget they promised to do things. They forget to invite you. And then if you ask them, they claim that they didn't think you'd be interested. Narcissistic people are looking to isolate you from support. They're looking to isolate you from other people, not only so they can control you, but so they can control how other people think about you, and so that they can control the image they're trying to sell to people, not only of themselves but of you, and so that you can't expose the narcissist for who they are. So they're looking to exclude you also so that you feel like something's wrong with you. They'll happily go and do something and then boast and gloat about it with you, failing to recognise that they completely ignored you and completely left you out of things. And when you speak up, when you try to communicate about how that's made you feel, they're going to accuse you of being too demanding, of being too sensitive, of not letting them live their life, which is what they're actually technically doing to you, the narcissist projection, where they're going to accuse you of what they're doing to you so that you blame yourself and they get away with their behaviour. And they're going to gossip behind your back, just like at that event where they're going to use something they know about you to chip away at you to get that emotional reaction from you, so that they can lead people into believing that you're emotionally unstable. And once they've got that lead, they can run their mouths with others to discredit your character, to ruin your reputation. So when they exclude you from friendship groups, when they exclude you from events, the narcissist can claim to those other people that it's for your own good, or that those people wouldn't want you there anyway because of what you're like. You might not know someone is talking to you behind your back, but you can pretty much guarantee if someone talks to you about others behind their backs on a continued pattern and a continued basis, a continued pattern of behaviour, they will be talking about you to others. We can all have situations crop up where we need somebody to confide in. However, you're usually doing it as I said this, they said that, I said this, I did this, and usually blaming yourself and questioning and wondering where to go with it. A narcissistic person is going to be speaking badly of the other person. They're going to be pulling the other person down, and they're going to do it repeatedly and regularly with a lot of people. And what's worse is they turn this into triangulation, because they talk badly about how somebody has mistreated them, and because you feel badly for them, you might join in. And then what you've said about that person, the narcissist is going to go running to the other person and claim you've said this about them. The narcissist divide and conquer. And as you've said it, it's a partial truth which the narcissist is flexing. They're going to falsify information. They're going to go and lie to another person to evade exposure of who they are as a person, because they've got the other person having doubts about you, and then what that other person says about you to the narcissist is going to run to you and tell you, almost like they're doing you a favour, but they're doing themselves a favour. They're going to start turning around and saying, oh, I don't like that friend of yours. And they're isolating that friend out of the friendship group. They're going to stop inviting that friend to things, which is what they'll be doing to you. They use you to save themselves. They don't back you up. They don't help you out. They don't want to get involved in the drama, usually the drama and the conflict that they've created, which is why they're trying to stay out of it, because they don't want to be exposed for what they've done. They're not going to stick up for you unless it makes them look good. Instead, they're going to throw you under the bus. They're going to get you into trouble. They're going to get you to take the consequences for their actions while they run off laughing and claim that, oh, you need to lighten up. Narcissistic people are all about self. And we can all fall into the trap of having a narcissistic friend, just like we can all end up with a narcissistic partner. They are incredibly manipulative at what they do. They love bomb people into admiring them, or they gain sympathetic attention. They play the woe is me victim to play the sympathetic attention, or they put the fear into people, so people fear speaking out against them, fear standing up to them, up to the narcissist, fear standing up for themselves due to what the narcissist has done to others previously. If anyone has any signs they've noticed of a narcissistic friend, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on this channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.